The evil is befalling both the rich and the poor. The insecurity is befalling both the rich and the poor. Look at the senator that was kidnapped for like 3 weeks now. The same senator that was saying that before a week to that time, he was shouting that no, Buhari is the best president in this country. Oh God. You know this life, God has a way of rewarding evil. A week or two, all these armed men, that bandits or what they call them, they kidnapped the guy. 3 weeks. I believe when he come out from that den of lion, in reality will fall on him. He will say, man, now I can face what the people are facing. I'm telling you, see, this senator was kidnapped 3 weeks ago, and this senator have been shouting from his psychophants that Buhari is the best. Now you are going to face the wrath of the hell that the children of the poor masses. Now this guy was painted to the people, deceived people. After the second time, he never even won it. They rigged it. They rigged him into power. But I'm glad they are regretting it today.
Anyway, at least in Nigeria, at least there is not going to be the third term. At least we know that. So this time,
yeah, no, we are really praying. Even when they look at the rubber stamp senate that we have, that the worst in the history of this country, senators that are not independent, senators that become worthless and useless. We're able to enter to scrap the House of the National Assembly because right now the Senator Ahmed Lawal-led administration is the worst senate in the history of this country. They messed up this country. Ahmed Lawal can never say anything bad in what Buhari does. Is that what you call a senator? A senate, an arm of government that's supposed to be independent, that's supposed to checkmate the executive. They become a stooge to the executive. They become a puppet, a remote control to the executive. Because they know they have skeleton in their cupboard. They are evil people in the corridors of power. And I know they will not get away with it. They might think what they're doing and they're getting. By the time they're out of seat of power, the reality will dawn on them. We're waiting for them. They'll come and meet us in the street. We're in the street.
All right. That is fine. This is Nigeria. You cannot hide. I like to remind us that at a point, the Nigerian people will need to fish you out wherever you are. Because there is no place to hide. All right. Now, the question I really want to ask you, because now we're looking at the responsibility of the citizens, because they are part of the bargain.
Very well.
The Nigerian leadership, we said, has failed the country. What about the citizens?
Wow. The citizens on their own, I wouldn't say they failed the country because when you have a leader that don't even believe in the citizens, that don't even believe in their country, it becomes difficult for the citizens to play their part. If every citizen comes out and votes and ensure that their vote is being counted and they elect people into power, and somebody once make a joke, he said it's not the people that voted that determine who wins, it's the people that count the vote that determine who wins. That is the kind of country we are in. The Independent National Electoral Committee, which is supposed to be an independent body, I could say there are so many corrupt people there. So what they do at the end of the day, the leadership people at the end of the corridors of power have deliberately ensured that the citizens lose value, make the citizens to lose hope in the country. So the citizens don't even have hope in the country again. They don't even have hope in the system again. So the system have been, created in such a way that you have this mentality of no matter what I do, it will not count. So there's no need of wasting my time. So even during the time of election, when it's time to vote, you just feel, why will I go to Sun and go and vote? Because even if I vote, the vote will not count. So it's of no use. So let me rather stay at home. So you don't even bother to exercise your civic rights. Because now we'll be shouting we'll be shouting tooth and nail that sign electoral law. Let there be electoral law where vote can count, where you can sit down in your house and vote, where you can stay anywhere in this country and vote. But they refuse to sign it because they know if they sign it, they cannot bring themselves into power because they have ulterior motive, because they don't have the true interest of the people at heart. So we have been shouting, sign the electoral law, sign the electoral amendment B, sign the electoral amendment Act, so that people can vote, so that vote can count. These guys refuse to sign these things because they know if they sign it, they cannot ring. They know if they sign it, they cannot perpetuate evil. These guys are ready to stay at the corridors of power for the rest of their life. They're ready to die there. They don't have interest of the people. They don't have interest of the masses at heart. So the masses are even discouraged to be patriotic to the country. Nobody's ready to be patriotic to a country that is not even ready to be patriotic today. People are saying, you're asking me, what do I have to do for my country? What has the country done for you? A country where you are the one that feed yourself, you are the one that clothes yourself, you are the one that pay your bills, you are the one that even provides security for yourself, you are the one that does every single thing for yourself. A government is supposed to provide security for the people, but right, a country, you are the one that provides security for yourself. So you're asking me, what do I have to do for my country? What has my country done for me? They've not done anything for me. I want to spend everything all my life for my country. So it's quite sad that we don't have a country that has the interest of the people at heart. So the people have been discouraged to be patriotic to their country. That is the situation we have at hand. In my community where I stay, I am the one in charge of the security of the community. Every landlord in the community contributes money to pay security that guides the community, the estate where I lived. That is the country we are. The government, they're not interested. If you call the security personnel for a situation, they will tell you they don't even have petrol in their car to come and serve in the security situation. So it's so sad that the government is not even patriotic to the country. The people at the corridors are not patriotic. So because of that, they discourage the citizens from being patriotic to the country. The citizens are trying their. Let me tell you something. Nigerians are the most hardworking people in the surface of this earth, if you don't know. An average Nigerian will go to a country, will go to a place with just a handbag, without one naira in his pocket, and we survive in that place. That is how blessed we are as a people. But we have a country that we perpetually discourage, frustrate, weaken your potentials until the person is dead. So the reality is that you wake up on a daily basis feeling dejected, feeling demoralized, feeling dehumanized, feeling depressed. You are sad to wake up to the next day instead of to be excited to see the dawn of a new day, because you don't know the kind of news you will open your television, your internet to see. It can hurt your closest neighbor. It can hurt your closest brother tomorrow.
All right, Andrew. Now, listen, let's put it this way. There are some Nigerians who are very good in criticizing. Now, they say, well, I'm going to become a better Nigerian. And when I get there, I will be a better Nigerian. So what is your take on the fact that they will suddenly become better leader when they are not better citizens?
The truth remains, that's the more reason why, even before you don't need to tell us the promises. Show us your antecedents. What have you done even before you get to the heavens? We have a lot of people who have quite a number of good testimonials, from the youthful age, where the agitations and so many other things they've done. So there's no doubt that when they get there, they're going to perform well. You can't say when you get there. You just have to start doing it now. You start advocating now. You start making things happen now. You understand? You could just show us the statistics, the arithmetics on what you want to do. Now, let me tell you something. If you show me your manifesto, you don't need to read a theory manifesto for me. You can actually read a workable, practical manifesto for me. That alone will prove to me what you can do when you get to the seat of power. If you want to contest as a governor, you tell me the number of local governments in your state, the number of LG wards in your state, and the number of units in your state. You tell me the number of roads in your state, and you tell me that these roads are not good. These roads are what I'm going to do, and this is how I'm going to generate the funds to do it, and these are the timeline. Let it be indices. It will be obvious that you have he said, write the vision upon tablet, that those who read it might run with it. That is to say, the vision will be well spelled out to the blind. That even if you are not there, somebody will understand that these are the dynamics, these are the ways at which you want to generate the fund to do this, and this is what it will cost me to do this. And if I do this, I will raise also amount of money to do it, and this is what will be left over in the purse. These are practical, workable indices, not a bogus, crazy manifesto that I will do this. No. So it's doable. Youth that said, if I get there, I will make things happen. Not just I will get there, I'll make things happen. This is how I will make things happen. Now, giving you few examples that if possibly somebody is a governor or a local government chairman, that these are what the person can do. Right? Is that not practical enough? If I invite you as an industrialist to come and develop my local government as local government chairman, I should be able to tell you that I have a certain number of acres of land that I will give to you. I can provide you with local vigilante, with other legal authority, and arm them to protect your industry. Right? Is that not practical enough? I can ensure that I partner with PHCN to ensure that they give you a special light in my local government. Is that not practical enough? I can ensure that with the revenue generated from my local government, this is the volume of the revenue generated. This is what I'm going to provide for works. I will ensure that I provide roads with so amount of money that I generated from my revenue, from the rural community down to where you site your factory or your industry in my local government. Is that not practical enough? These are working practical manifestos that people can actually do. I can ensure that I provide street lights because I generate so amount of revenue in my internal generated revenue in my local government. And out of this money that I generate, this is the amount they use in providing of purchasing one street light. I can give you 20 street lights that will ensure that light is generated down to your factory. Is that not practical enough? By doing this, you are going to ensure that you employ 90% of your workers are employed from my local government. Is that not practical enough? So these are simple things that I feel people can do. Because why it seems to be very difficult is we take the money, the resources that belong to the people, we add it to our resources, we accumulate it to ourselves. Every person at the helms of affairs, at the corridors of power, whether local government, whether senator, whether house of rep, whether governor, have the amount of money that belongs to them as a person. Now they have the other money that belongs to the people that should be used to develop the people, to industrialize the area. If you use it the way it should be done, I bet you there will be development. There will be security. There will be improvement of lives and property. But all these things, we don't do them.